Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Torrey Craig.
All right, with current Denver Nugget and former Great Falls Red Devil Torrey Craig. Torrey, last night you had a game that went to overtime against the Lakers.
Yeah.
But you still found a way to get here for your jersey retirement tonight.
Yeah.
Why was it so important for you to be here for that?
Just the appreciation, man, for the town and everybody that was involved. Yeah, I feel like it's an honor. So after the game last night, I got on the red eye, got in about 6 a.m. and once I was here, I knew I was gonna be good.
You've been a pretty regular face here, even since you signed with Denver. You did the camp last summer. Mm-hmm. You were here for a playoff game last year, and then you made it here tonight.
Yeah.
Is that just something that's important to you to?
Yeah, I mean, my first couple of years I was overseas, so I never got to come back to any games. So once I made it to the league, I always try to find little windows where I can come back, but it's always tough because we play so many games, sometimes 4 games a week, and it's always hard trying to find a time to come back. But All-Star break last year was a good time for me to come back, and obviously this year as well. So just try to find a break in my schedule to come back and support the guys and have this night.
When you first got to Great Falls High School, and you were this kind of lean kid that blocked a lot of shots and dunked, and you were still developing as a player, would it have occurred to you that one day your jersey would be hanging up on the wall, would be the first one to be retired?
No, not that. When I first came, my whole thing was trying to go to college. I wanted to get a scholarship because I knew if I went to college, I had a better chance to go to the NBA. So that was my ultimate goal. But to see how everything played out and to have your jersey up now is special, and it's something I wouldn't imagine at that age. So, no.
I know you talked when you came last year. You talked to the team in the locker room actually before a playoff game. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you talked to a lot of the players tonight, even if you didn't, formally address the team. What kind of stuff do they ask you when they're talking to you?
To tell you the truth, they don't ask me many questions. They just acknowledge me. And when I come here during the games, I don't want it to be about me because they have a game they have to get ready for. So I don't want to be any kind of distraction or anything like that. So I kind of keep it short and sweet. And then after the game, if they want to talk or whatever, I'll do it then. But before the game, I just try to let them get focused and prepare for the game.
You are a very loyal alumnus of the school. I'm sure you were happy with the end result tonight, right? I mean, an 80-point win sure. And second most three-pointers in the history of the state of South Carolina. Yeah, that was they definitely put on the show tonight. A couple guys got a few dunks. They couldn't miss. Didn't they hit the first? I think they hit the first 6 threes. So it was a sight to see, man. It was fun. It was entertaining, and I enjoyed it. With Great Falls coach Alex Fair. Coach, tonight the school started a wall of fame, began it in a pretty good place with a current NBA player in Torrey Craig. You actually have a fairly long history with him. Can you kind of detail that?
Well, I met him. I coached against him back in high school. I was coaching, an assistant coach at Andrew Jackson, and was able to coach against him. And I knew then that he was going to have an opportunity to play next level ball and maybe go a little further. And here it is now, him playing with the Nuggets. I also ran a summer league, the CBA, Community Basketball Association, for about 20 years, and he would play in it during the summer with one of the Great Falls teams in it. It was an adult league, a great competition, a lot of college, a lot of pro players that played in it. So it was just knowing him, seeing him, everybody knew that, you know what, this kid's a talent. So there was no doubt in anybody's mind.
What were some of the traits he showed even then? I mean, obviously he was a good player, but there are a lot of good players. But you just said that you actually saw him, even back then, having the potential to play beyond college. What was it you saw in him that gave you that idea?
Well, to know, to coach against him, and just doing a scouting report and seeing him, he could do a little bit of everything, inside, outside. He could handle the basketball. He could shoot it, and had great athleticism. So I think having a football career as well, to go with the football, kind of added to his thing. But we knew just, doing your scout report that he had a good work ethic. He was a solid teammate. Everybody loved to play with him. So he was just a kid that made everybody better. I felt, early on the game was easy to him. So I knew with, a little bit more work that the sky was going to be the limit for him.